What's up, comic fans, and it's time for the preview show. It is time for the previews of the comics coming out March 22nd. So we're going to get into all the books, including DC, which sometimes comes out on a Tuesday at some local comic shops, and that would be the 21st of March. So we're going to get into all the books. We're going to do some spec talk. We're going to have some spotlight books. We'll have some FOC, and then we'll get into all the books coming out this week. We're going to do it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into the books. If you like comics, you're in the place to be. Let's start off with those spec books. First off, we have Dead Romans from Image Comics. And it's a love story. You got Romans, you got dead Romans. I mean, who doesn't love dead Romans, right? This is like Gladiator, right? Or the 300. I mean, things like this just seem to do well. You got Fred Kennedy writing it, and Nick Marinkovic on the art. There's a lot of covers for this book. I don't know, just seems like an interesting concept, alright? Germanic prince raised in Rome has sworn vengeance against the empire that butchers his people. He wants to make a queen of the woman he loves, Honoria, a fellow... Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so let's get into the spec books first. First off, we have Dead Romans #1 from Image Comics. This was a one per order over at Midtown Comics, but it's a love story. It's a war story. It's brutal. It's got lots of deaths. What's not to like? You have Dead Romans as my first spec book. Alright, let's get back to the rest of the books. What do we have? We have Neighbors #1. This is a horror story out of Boom Studios. Boom Studios putting out a ton of covers. This could be one of those quick flips, but probably not. That's not really how the comic market is playing these days. But also horror. Horror is usually a little cheaper to produce on the Hollywood and TV side. So here you go. Here's a quick little horror spec for you. The Neighbors #1. All right, lots of covers. Check it out. All right, next up. Yeah, well, you know what? I said a lot of covers and I didn't even show you all the covers. There you go. Six different covers. And actually 2 of them are the same, just one is trade and one is virgin. Here you see a tree growing into somebody's brain or whatever. That could be a sign that this is a one of those like nature versus man type of stories, you know, the trees come alive. All right, last but not least on our spec list is Superman #2, and this is just because of a new character, Marilyn Moonlight. She only comes out at night. All right, I guess powered by the moon. Moonlight, right? Got her name right there. Supposedly, this character is an anti-hero, a new anti-hero. Says it right there. Introducing a new anti-hero. Yeah, lots of covers. There's a character design cover, and I believe there's a Nathan Zerdy. Yep, that's a Nathan Zerdy cardstock. And there's a character design, Jamal Campbell. Alright, so there you go. A spec based off a new character in a Superman book. And by the way, when does Superman get good? Oh man, I'm liking this Superman run. I'm also liking the John Kent Superman book, so good stuff. Alright, spotlight books. First spotlight book is Doctor Strange #1. Doctor Strange is back. He's got his own title. So number 1, 36 pages, $4.99 cover. Jed McKay's writing it. He's been doing bang up job with Moon Knight and Black Cat. So definitely a book I think worth checking out. It looks like Moon Knight. It looks like Doctor Strange is gonna have, some say in the universe. I mean, he's already appeared in the Hulk book last week, so I think he's going to be a major character, a major player going forward. And sometimes these new, when they bring back a character into a new series, there's sometimes like a first appearance or something like that happens, or some event that happens that drives these characters. So we'll see what happens. Doctor Strange, number 1, Spotlight book. Next up, Vanish number 5. Been waiting a while for this. This book is just fun, all right? But this is the Scotty Young. I'm pointing out the Scotty Young variant, all right? You can read this on your own time, but it's just fun little banter that Scotty Young's been putting out, on these covers. A lot of Marvel covers. He did this, and now he's doing it on Vanish. All right, so looking forward to that. All right, let's get into some final order. So, all right, these are books you can order now, and you're going to get them roughly 3 weeks from now, all right? So let's see, what do we have? We have World Tree, or W0 RLD TR33. Nah, we're going to say World Tree. Why am I looking out for this? It's just a James Tynion book, and James Tynion has been pretty much on fire. So, and this is a horror book coming out, so if you like horror, then this might be a book for you, all right? And this does have to do with, it looks like the internet and stuff like that. So, we'll see. I'm interested in this kind of horror that deals with technology, all right? Technology-based horror, if you will. And then we're going to skip to Marvel. There are a lot of books on the docket for this time period. We're going to go all the way to Marvel. Right now we're in DC. If you see something that floats your boat, slow down the video or pause it. But now we're at Marvel. What's coming out of Marvel? You do have these timeless covers. The one I'm looking at, though, in particular, is the Avengers Assemble Omega. This is the final chapter of Jason Aaron's run on the Avengers, but also you have Galactus. All right, so for me, this is a pretty dope cover. All right, pretty dope timeless cover. All right, guys, let's get into the rest of the books coming out this week. You would have thought I'd have this already ready, but nope, I was busy looking at all the books coming out. So here we are. We're at Image Comics, and you have Dead Romans. You see there are a lot of covers. When comic companies do that, publishers do that, it means they're usually expecting this book to do very well. So Dead Romans, there you go. They're expecting this one to do all right. And then, we got the rest of the books coming out of Image. Kaya always has a trade, and as usual, that first Image trade is $9.99. I feel like that's the thing they do. $10 on their first trade, they'll get you into the book, and then from there, hopefully they get you buying more books. All right. You got the Scorched. You got the blank sketch. That's always good for conventions and stuff. So anything with Spawn that you might want, get that blank sketch. And then you do have Vanish, which we talked about. I think that is a really fun series, and we're getting issue 5 after a little hiatus. Damn the Mole's coming to an end with issue 6 of 6. And then we got a bunch more books. Grimm. Some people have been reading Grimm. You got Mighty Morphin for you Power Ranger fans. Neighbors number 1, which we talked about. A couple of covers for that. Again, if you get a couple of covers, usually means they're expecting the book to do okay. Here you see you've got the A cover, there's a B cover, C cover, and that skips to a G cover, which means there's a D, E, and F. Those are probably like FOC covers or ratio covers. All right, Dark Horse. All right, You got Blue Book number 2. That's James Tynion. I read the first one. It's fun. It's based on, supposedly it's based on actual events. So, you know, just a really, really good read. Really easy read. I enjoyed it. What else do we got coming out? Some other Dark Horse stuff. Parasonomia. That's got a trade coming out. All right, we're at IDW. Earth Divers. Seemed like a pretty good premise when it first came out. I have the first issue. I haven't started to read it yet. And then you got some Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Reborn trade. You got TMNT number 138. And then you got the B cover. All right, we're at DC Comics. And you have the last, I believe, Batman One Bad Day one-shot with Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul. I don't know. Somebody let me know. Ra's or Raz? Batman Joker's Deadly Duo gets a second printing, black and white cover. All right. And then let's see. We got some Black Adam, some Batman Superman, World's Finest. Catwoman, which I'm reading. Pretty good. A couple covers out there for that one. Deceased, War of the Gods. I've enjoyed the Deceased comics, so those have been fun. What else? You got Lazarus Planet, Next Evolution number 1, the second printing. So if you've been reading all that Lazarus Planet stuff, just trying to keep up, there's a second chance for you to read that one if you missed it out on the first one. Nightwing number 102. All right, he's bringing back the Titans. All right, he's in charge of that. Superman, you got the new character in there. All right, so that should be fun. Couple covers for that, or a lot of covers for that. And we're gonna move on. We're at Marvel Comics now. This is a pretty dope cover. So I've got that. I'm going to grab that, if you will. You got this Caselli Marvel Icon cover. It looks like they'll be doing a few of those. What else do we got? Doctor Strange number 1. That's coming out. You got the Dormammu Timeless cover. Here's another Caselli Marvel Icon book with America Chavez. Took me a while to get that name out, huh? Ooh. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the books. Joe Fixit's Peach Momoko, still doing those Marauder covers. Maybe the only reason to pick up Marauders at the moment. And we got Punisher number 10 for you Punisher fans. Pretty cool Darth Vader cover coming out this week. All right, let's keep going. There is a Peach Momoko Woman's History variant. Pretty cool. You got another Sins of Sinister tie-in, Storm and Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, or in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Not even Evil Mutants, just the Brotherhood of Mutants. What else we got? Tiger Division. I haven't read Tiger Division since issue 1. I think I gave up on that one really quickly. Alright, we're at Dynamite. Lots of covers here. You got some Darkwing Duck, Draculina, Gargoyles. Just a ton of covers. Pick the one you like the best. Lord of the Jungle. And the rest of the stuff. Red Sonja, Vampirella. Alright, we're going to get to the rest of the books coming out this week. If you see anything you like, just order it at your local comic shop. If I'm going too fast, pause or slow down the video just so you can get a better view. Here you have Dynamic Forces Batman Spawn number 1 CGC graded, 9227 for that. It's a really interesting number, 9227. Don't know where they came up with that. Alright, we're just gonna keep scrolling through the books. And if you find this video helpful, throw it down in the comments, let me know, or throw a thumbs up, something like that. Just let me know that you are engaging, and that this was helpful. And if it wasn't helpful, then also let me know. And if you think there's a way it could be more helpful, then be sure to throw that in there too. Alright. Let's see, where are we at? Nightwalkers. I've already read the first 2. This is issue 3 of 5. I'll pick it up. I'll get issue 3. Let's see, where are we at? We're about halfway up. We're more than halfway, about 2/3 of the way through the books coming out this week. Looks like there's a lot of mangas and the such. Lots of different books coming out this week. So, buy what you like. Get whatever floats your boat. Exo Man of War, if you are a fan of that series, has Unconquered number 1 coming out this week. I think that's a Liam Sharp. Yep, Liam Sharp cover. And he's probably also on the art. So if you're a Liam Sharp fan, go ahead and get Exo Man of War Unconquered. A couple of covers for that book. So there we are, comic fans. We're at the end. Alright. So do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Alright, if you like comics, again, I think this is the place to be. So, with that said, that was the previews. Deuces. Peace. What's up, comic book fam? Comic books.